And Google Trends data, look at that, is exploding higher. Holy moly. We just got some pretty big news from Elon Musk. Elon Musk just liked this tweet from TrendTrader007 on X. The post reads, "It's over. FSD is solved. Once you drive V12.3.6, it is the only inescapable conclusion. The entire world has no idea about what is about to hit them hard. Between robotaxis and Optimus and energy, Tesla will rule the world. I am beyond shocked that Tesla is trading so low. Keep it low for as long as possible, because eventually this company will not stop at 5 or 10 or $20 trillion market cap. Its market cap is going to be much larger than those numbers." If you recall, Elon Musk is not allowed to come out and make those kind of statements. He's not allowed to say things that could get him in trouble. He essentially has a gag order on Tesla. When Elon Musk likes tweets, it's saying that he agrees with that tweet. It's the best way that Elon can incognitively give us new details. Because again, ever since Elon Musk was sued for talking about on X taking Tesla private and funding secured, he's not allowed to say much about Tesla on X. He has to have a lawyer vet his tweets, but he's allowed to like tweets, and he knows the Tesla community follows. So this, I think, is actually some pretty big news. And I do think, looking down the pipeline, Elon Musk believes that FSD is almost solved. When you think about this equation for wealth, wealth equals value added to society. Robotaxis and full self-driving, that will add so much value to society, you almost cannot put it into actual numbers. For an example, there's 50,000 auto deaths a year in this country alone. I mean, what kind of value do you put on 50,000 humans? If you ask the family of those, 50,000 individuals, they would say it's unlimited. So how do you even put a value on that? How do you put a value on saving 10, 20 hours a week on your driving time? That is, you could spend that time taking a nap. I mean, I would value that way up there. Playing a video game or eating, having a little car date with your girlfriend, your wife, playing with the kids in the car, whatever it is. How do you put a value on that? It's very hard to do that, and I would argue probably impossible. And there's really nothing bigger than full self-driving cars. As Tim Cook said back in 2017, if you don't know who Tim Cook is, he is the now longtime CEO of Apple. He said self-driving cars are the mother of all AI projects. He said that back in 2017. And the markets seem like they've kind of forgotten about full self-driving cars and just how big that will be for society and as a functional business. Once you take the step of putting the software and the hardware aspects of full self-driving, like the full self-driving chip, as well as the extra cameras in the car, I mean, Tesla already recognizes that up front. They've been doing that for years. And when you actually achieve full self-driving and the robotaxi network, all of a sudden, all of that extra money you have put into all of those vehicles will really start to pay some massive dividends. Because it's not like when FSD is solved and solved for good, you'll have to recall all these vehicles and put new hardware into the cars. It's a simple software update, and that's been the big checkmate this entire time. Once FSD is actually solved for good, it's going to be a flip of a switch kind of moment. And it will be the biggest revolution that you will ever see in your entire life. Unless 40 years from now, 30 years from now, we're actually setting up a civilization on Mars or something along those lines. I don't think there's going to be anything bigger than full self-driving. Cars literally driving themselves. You could make the argument that gene therapies, if there is a company like a CRISPR that creates a technology that can just edit out bad things from your genes, that would probably top full self-driving. But because that's longevity and people would be able to live a lot longer than they do today. Maybe that could be something similar, but that's still more of a concept theory than something that is actually happening today. But that is indeed why I own some CRISPR stock, because I'm going to be ahead of any of the great revolutions that could come to this society. But we do have other big news as well today that you need to know. As per local news, Tesla China was issued a permit to build mega factory in Shanghai. This is most likely a new Megapack factory. Penji over on X wrote this post and I want to share it with you guys because I think when you hear this, it puts it into a lot of perspective just where we are with Tesla. He writes, so Tesla is about to launch FSD/robotaxis in China and the US. Tesla FSD is billions in data ahead of any quote-unquote competition. Europe is the next to approve some FSD. Embarrassing that China got it before Europe. Kind of wild. Robotaxi unveiled less than 3 months away. Uber's CEO admits they are effed and would work with Tesla. Energy is ramping, Cybertruck is ramping, and the Semi is about to ramp as well. Next-gen vehicles coming sooner than expected. And now's the time to be bearish on Tesla. Any good investor knows Tesla's demand is not low because Tesla is doing something wrong, right? It's because rates are unaffordable. I could spell it out for the bears, but it is unaffordable, okay? When rates start to fall, which I believe will happen in July on the July 31st Fed meeting, that's when Tesla's demand will start to incrementally pick up. Now, Tesla did recently introduce a basically 1% APY financing rate for the Model Y, extending from now until the end of May. And you're starting to hear more people talk about getting a Model Y because finally there's some kind of lower rate. And that's how people operate these days. Ever since the Rona, when rates were low and now they've went higher in 2022, 2023, and 2024. People are very conscious about the interest rate that they are paying. I see this from people that I, know in my real life, right? They're trying to pay off credit cards. They're trying to pay off student loans or find a way to lower the interest that they are paying. It's a very good way of getting people into Teslas. It's not that people don't want to own Teslas or want to upgrade their Tesla that they bought in 2020, 2019, 2021, whatever the prior year is. It's just unaffordable. So if that's your biggest hurdle keeping you out of Tesla, I think that's crazy because that's not a Tesla problem. Eventually rates will go lower and demand will pick up again for Tesla. In fact, a good investor would say, this is exactly when you would want to buy Tesla, when things are bad. As things get better, Tesla stock will be rewarded. And good news is, a lot of the time, like 98% of the time, if a company is doing poorly, it's probably because of what the company did or didn't do. In this case, Tesla's doing poorly because of nothing in Tesla's control that will eventually abate. And now in the meantime, Elon Musk is in war mode, which means increasing profitability, laying off the excess fat of Tesla's business, getting margins back to a better place. That's something I can also get behind, even though morally it sucks. Sure, people have to go out, look for new jobs. I don't want to negate that at all. It sucks. It's capitalism. It's the business world that has developed, but that is good for you as a Tesla stock investor. Also worth mentioning, when a business goes through hard times and there's stress on the business, like there is now with Tesla, you see the business become a lean machine, right? They cut out excess fat, they fire employees, they get their manufacturing down to a science, like better than it ever was, because you're forced to, because profits don't come as easy. And when things do get better, these benefits that Tesla is putting in place now, benefit for years and years and years to come. I mean, right now is the cheapest it has ever been for Tesla to make Teslas. When rates fall, demand picks up, Tesla can actually start to raise prices again. That's going to be basically 100% accretive to the bottom line. So really, no matter what happens in the markets here or with the economy, I want to be buying as many shares of Tesla as I possibly can. This is my accumulation phase. This is the phase that I have identified, as you guys have as well, that the markets are not realizing yet. FSD, margins improving, robotaxi coming, all of these different things. When the markets figure it out, when everyone gets bullish again, that's probably no longer the accumulation phase. Here you can see construction continues on the Melbourne Renewable Energy Hub. They're currently getting ready for the arrival of 444 Tesla Megapacks. This will be one of the biggest batteries in the entire world, and as Sawyer Merritt put some numbers here, this is about $800 million worth of Megapacks. And here you can see last month was the highest month for exports of the Model 3 out of China in 18 months. China also reported 31,421 Tesla sales and 2.1% market share for April. Only 2.1% market share in China for the month of April. There's a lot of room for that to double or triple from here. Elon Musk posted this image and titles it, "How the Federal Reserve Works. It's the monopoly. Number one rule. What if the bank runs out of money? Some players think the bank is bankrupt if it runs out of money. The bank never goes bankrupt. To continue playing, use slips of paper to track each player's banking transactions until the bank has enough paper money to operate again. The banker may also issue new money on slips of ordinary paper." Yeah, Elon, that pretty much sums it up. You can tell from that post, Elon Musk is pretty fed up with the Federal Reserve, as is basically everyone else. Global inventory numbers for the Tesla lineup today show a slight down move for the Model Y, coming in at about 7,000 in inventory. The Model 3 is sitting at about 2,600, the Model X at about 2,600 as well, and the Model S at about 1,400. Tesla continues to run about 4,000 different ads with Google. The latest AI investor sentiment survey has come out. 40.8% of investors are bullish, 35.4% are neutral, and 23.8% are bearish. Option activity over the past week in Tesla stock was pretty negative. You had 539 different trades totaling $129 million with a positive order value of 36%. But keep in mind, $129 million worth of option activity for a week is incredibly low for Tesla. I mean, in prior weeks, you were seeing $1 billion+ of option activity on any given day. Some days you were hitting $5 billion or more worth of option activity. So $129 million for any given week is really not much activity at all. Shorts continue to add to short positions on Friday. Cost to borrow fees about 10%. We don't have the data for Friday just yet. Friday, though, you did see about $500 million worth of net outflows from big money, so definitely there was some fear on Friday. You have short interest of your flow at 3.87%, $18.45 billion currently in short positions, with 107.3 million shares that are currently sold short. Google Trends data for full self-driving is actually going higher today from 27 now to 28. Keep in mind what I have said ever since the free trial started, is I just want to see if we trend higher than where we did trend previously, which was anywhere from 8 on the low side to 18, 20 in rare occasions on the high side. You bottomed what looks like recently at 27, now you're at 28. If you trend in the mid 20s, that's great news. And Google Trends data, look at that, is exploding higher. Holy moly. For the Cybertruck as well as the Model Y. Check these numbers out. You went from 65 on the Cybertruck to 82. Holy guacamole. But the Model Y is super impressive. From 29 to 57. Yeah, that 1% APY. Talk about a lot more effective than just outright cutting prices on Tesla. I would argue you're going to come in with a stupid good delivery number for Q2, probably because of the special interest rate that Tesla is offering. Now, the Model 3 is going from 23 to 24. The Model S and the Model X are staying pretty flat. The Model X going from 9 to 10, and the Model S is actually going from 11 down to 10. Holy smokes, that is a lot of increased search trend activity for the Cybertruck and the Model Y. So let me know what you think about all of this information down below in the comment section. As far as Tesla on a technical basis, again, you did hold support at the 20-day moving average in regular trading. In after-hours trading, Tesla stock fell 0.5%. You actually closed under this 20-day moving average marginally. I want to see what happens coming on Monday. If you do bounce to the 20-day moving average, that is going to be great news. I imagine we are, because of this news that has happened over the weekend, especially with the 1% APY, that special promotion. That is presumably going to boost a lot of demand, judging off of Google Trends data. It is doing that literally right now. And I think that could be perceived as good news by the markets. But we will go over a more in-depth technical breakdown on Tesla and what to expect this week for Tesla stock and the broader markets in the next video coming out at 8 p.m. tonight. So stay tuned to the channel for that one. Again, let me know what you think about this information down below in the comment section. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you made it to the end of this video. This channel will help you keep more up to date and informed of not just Tesla, yes, Tesla twice a day, but also everything else you need to know in the marketplace. If you guys want to take it a step further, come trade with us live in real time. Get access to all of the trade alerts that are made almost every single day. Check out that link down below in the description of this video as well. You guys, most importantly, have a great rest of your day. Happy Mother's Day. If you haven't gotten your mother or your wife or your girlfriend some flowers yet, should probably get on that. Nonetheless, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.